This is the Converse All-Star, one of the most, if not the most, recognizable sneakers on the planet. When I look at this shoe, I see heritage, I see history, I see a silhouette so iconic that even non-sneaker enthusiasts can understand its cultural significance. What up guys, welcome back. It's your boy Nacho, my brother Brian and I. We make videos on sneaker history, sneaker culture, and everything sneaker related. And if you're enjoying this content, consider subscribing. In order for us to understand the history of this legendary sneaker, we gotta go back over 100 years. Back to the year 1908, Converse was founded by this guy, Marquise Mills Converse. The Converse Rubber Shoe Company started out producing rubber-soled galoshes. A galosh is a waterproof overshoe typically made of rubber, which was popular in the early 19th century. It wouldn't be until 1917 that Converse was ready to enter the world of basketball, which by the way, at the time was not a popular sport. Nonetheless, Marquise Mills set out to create the company's first performance athletic shoe, the precursor to the All-Star, the non-skids. The non-skids consisted of a rubber sole and a canvas upper designed specifically for athletes. Converse marketed the non-skids like any other footwear design company would. They called it a breakthrough design, a revolutionary piece of footwear for athletes. According to Converse's ads, their scientifically designed non-skid sole made of live rubber eliminates all unnecessary weight thanks to its special light gravity compound, whatever that means. Nevertheless, the first American basketball shoe was born. In 1922, the Converse Rubber Company hired a charismatic athlete named Charles Chuck Taylor. Chuck Taylor was hired as a salesman and a part-time player coach for the shoe's club team, the Converse All-Stars. Hiring Chuck Taylor was probably the best decision the company ever made. During his first year at the company, Taylor introduced improvements to the shoe's design, enhancing both flexibility and ankle support. More importantly, Taylor understood the value of good marketing and branding, opting to incorporate the now iconic All-Star logo on a circular patch above the ankle. Taylor's signature was added to the ankle patch, officially creating the Chuck Taylor All-Stars, the first ever athletic endorsed signature shoe in 1922. The Roaring Twenties brought many sports into the limelight. Unfortunately, basketball was one of the least popular sports during this era. The public was in favor of baseball and the upcoming world of professional football. Naturally, Converse found themselves with a problem. How were they going to market the shoe at scale? The company sent Chuck Taylor to go do some groundwork. He visited YMCAs and high school gyms all across the country, trying to sell the shoe to young athletes and prospective buyers. Thanks to the genius of this marketing tactic, the once young high school athletes aged up and became the next generation of pro basketball players, all of which sported the All-Stars on the court. The shoe's popularity, however, was not limited to basketball, eventually becoming the official shoe of the Olympics from 1936 to 1968. Even the armed forces chose All-Stars as its official athletic training shoes throughout World War II. They acknowledged the technical innovation of Converse All-Stars. The shoes were a nationwide success, a symbol of American culture. Post-World War II, the Converse All-Stars were the sneaker of choice for the American public. It became the most sought-after shoe in athletics. By the 1960s, Converse controlled nearly 80% of the basketball footwear market, with 90% of professional and college basketball players wearing the All-Star. But of course, it was a smaller market back then. And if you watch our Adidas Superstar history video, then you know the basketball market would soon be disrupted by the three stripes. Check that video out if you haven't already. By the time the 1970s rolled around, there was new competition in the market, and Converse began to lose their grip. Once Nike and Adidas entered the arena, the All-Stars technology was quickly outdated. Here's what Daryl McDaniels from Run DMC had to say about the transition. The rise of sneaker culture killed Converse in the 80s. Sneakers were aspirational. Hardly nobody in the NBA was wearing old school Chuck Taylors in the 80s. Chucks got old looking fast. DMC's right. Its popularity on the basketball court got old fast. But in the music industry, the sneaker's popularity soared. Subgenres like punk rock and grunge music adopted the silhouette. The Converse All-Star was made iconic in the music world by bands like the Ramones and Nirvana. Some of these rock groups, including The Clash, Iron Maiden, and Pink Floyd, have had their own signature All-Star. The shoe remains a symbol of rebellion and still outfits the misled youth of modern times. The All-Stars' influence on the music industry did not stop there. West Coast gangster rap was a big part of the All-Stars' history. Perhaps the most gangster shoe of all time, this part of the All-Stars' history deserves its entire video. Despite all the massive exposure, Converse didn't fully embrace these subcultures. That's because Converse foolishly still considered themselves an innovative, athletic performance brand. The days of the All-Star being the shoe of choice for athletes was long gone, and the company just couldn't accept its place in culture. It wasn't a bad place to be either. While the All-Stars had outlived their reign as a performance sneaker, the shoe got its second life as a casual lifestyle shoe. By the 1990s, Nike and Adidas were the top brands, and Converse wisely began to cave, finally embracing its newfound cultural standing in the music industry. By its 80th birthday, the Converse All-Star had sold over 600 million pairs. You'd be surprised to learn that Converse struggled financially for decades, due both to competition and poor decision making at a corporate level. It goes to show you that even with massive sales, companies can still fail because of bad ownership. Unfortunately, Converse filed for bankruptcy multiple times throughout the years, and in 2003, Nike bought Converse for $305 million. Nike buying Converse made a huge impression on competitors. Now Nike not only dominated the athletic market, they became a big player in the lifestyle market too. After more than a decade of Nike ownership, Converse finally upgraded the sneaker, releasing the All-Star 2 in July of 2015. The All-Star 2 featured a thicker canvas and Nike's Lunarlon insole. Unfortunately, the All-Star 2 was not received well by the public. They ended up on the shelves at Burlington's and Ross and other discount retailers. This is what happens when you try to iterate on a classic shoe. While the All-Star 2 was a flop, the Converse All-Star has been a popular silhouette for collaborations. Some of the most notable collabs include the ever-popular high-fashion Comme des Garçons playline, and even Virgil Abloh included the Chuck Taylor in his show-stopping The 10 sneaker collaboration with Nike. Chuck Taylor All-Stars will forever be relevant. Over the past 100 years, cultural icons like Elvis Presley, James Dean, and Steve McQueen all at one time or another rocked the All-Stars. Sylvester Stallone wore them in the infamous Rocky training montage where he's running up the stairs in Philly. The silhouette's massive influence on not only basketball, but fashion as a whole is unmatched. Alright guys, that does it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed the content, please like, subscribe, and share.
Yo guys, what's up? It's Brian. I'm the one who edits all the videos. I'm Nacho's brother. But anyways, what I want to let you guys know is that we are now on TikTok. So if you guys have a TikTok, you should go ahead and give us a follow because we are now posting our Ross Finds content on there exclusively. So yeah, give us a follow. We're having a blast doing it and I think that you would really enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate the support and we'll catch you guys on the next one.